As we wrap up Fungus Week, Kelly Bates shows us the smallest members of the fungus kingdom and how they make the weekend more interesting.
If you like to kick back and relax with a beer, there's a fungus to thank for that. This bucket of bubbly froth is activated brewer's yeast, and without it, you wouldn't be able to make beer. Quite simply, fungus is the key to fermentation.
Yeast eats the sugars that we're making right now. Brewing a batch of beer, it eats the sugar and turns that sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide.
Yeast is a single-celled living microorganism that is a member of the fungus kingdom. Brewer's yeast has been used for millennia. Even its scientific name, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, means sugar fungus, because its job is to convert sugars and starches to alcohol and carbon dioxide during the fermentation process.
The entire process is science, starting from brewing beer, which is what we're doing right now. I've got a batch that's going into the brew kettle, and then we're going to take it from the brew kettle over to the fermenter. The cone bottom shaped tanks behind me are our fermenters, and that's where the yeast hang out and do their work.
The brew is simply water and malt. Malt is the sugars that the yeast feed on during fermentation. Bitter hops are then added to the mix, and then the yeast. When the brew meets the yeast, it is known as the lag phase. And during the lag phase, the yeast multiplies from billions to trillions of cells, converting the malt of the brew into alcohol and releasing carbon dioxide. To increase the alcohol content, you would increase the malt. And yeast plays a role in flavoring, too.
We use one primary strain, but we do use other strains in the brewery. You've got ale yeasts, you've got lager yeasts, you've got souring yeasts. Just all kinds of different options that you have depending on the style of beer that you want to brew.
So this weekend, raise a glass to fungus and its smallest members. In Westerly, Kelly Bates, ABC6.
Well, if you missed parts of the Fungus Week series with Kelly, they're all on abc6.com under the Weather tab in Scientifically Speaking. ABC6 News at 5:30 is coming up next.